morning, it's Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, EOS, Ethereum and Ripple's XRP. We'll be looking at the MACDs, the moving averages and the daily support, resistance and pivot levels. It is Sunday the 16th of August. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against the US dollar, mixed start to the morning. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid a pullback through the pivot at 11,847 to support a run at the first major resistance level sitting at 12,004. Support from the broader market is going to be needed for Bitcoin to break out from yesterday's high that was at 11,991.5. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. We've seen resistance at 12,000 continue to pin Bitcoin back. Fallback through the pivot level would bring the first major support level sitting at 11,702 into play. Barring an extended sell-off, should see Bitcoin avoid sub 11,600 levels. Second major support level sits at 11,545. Looking at the MACD, we had a bearish crossover late yesterday, and we've got a slight widening of the bearish histograms. On the EMAs, nothing conclusive with the 50 tracking the 100 and the 200. So key through the morning will be to hold above the pivot level at 11,847 to target 12,000. A breakthrough 12,000 could see second major resistance level at 12,149 come into play. Moving across to EOS against the US dollar, slightly bearish start to the morning after yesterday's 14% rally. Going to need to see EOS avoid a fall through the pivot at 3.6144 to support a run in this first major resistance level sitting at 3.9922. Going to need to see broad-based crypto rally for EOS to break out from yesterday's high. However, that was at 3.8501. So barring an extended rally on the day, should see that first major resistance cap any upside. Another breakout and you could see second major resistance level at 4.2616 come into play. A fall through the pivot level would bring the first major support level sitting at 3.345 into play. Barring extended sell-off, should see EOS avoid sub 3.3 levels. Second major support level sits at 2.9672. Looking at the MACD, seeing a sharp narrowing of the bullish histogram and a possible bearish crossover there, suggestive of a pullback through the morning. Looking at the EMAs, however, that 50 is widening against the 100 and the 200, suggestive of continued upward momentum through the day. So key through the morning will be to avoid a fall through the pivot at 3.6144. Moving across to Ethereum against the US dollar, it is a bearish start to the morning. Going to need to see Ethereum move through the pivot at 435 to support a run at the first major resistance level sitting at 441. Support from the broader market is going to be needed to break back through to 440 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, that first major resistance level should cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, got the second major resistance level sitting at 450 to limit any upside. Failure to break back through the pivot level will bring the first major support level sitting at 426 into play. Barring an extended sell-off, should see Ethereum avoid sub 420s and the second major support level sits at 419. Looking at the MACD, we're seeing a widening of the bearish histogram, suggestive of a pullback through the morning, and we're seeing the 50 top out against the 100 and the 200, supportive of a pullback on the day. So key through the morning would be to move back through to the pivot level 435 to target 440s again. Failure to do that, we could see Ethereum return to 420s before any recovery. Finally, moving across to Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, slightly bearish start to the morning. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP avoid a pullback through the pivot at 29.83 to support a run at the first major resistance level at 0.3061. Support from the broader market is going to be needed to break out from yesterday's high. So it was at 0.3055. So barring extended crypto rally on the day, that first major resistance level should cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, we've got the second major resistance level sitting at 0.3132 and the 23.6% fib at 3134 to cap any upside. A fall through the pivot level, which it's just done actually, would bring the first major support level sitting at 0.2912 into play. Barring an extended sell-off, should see Ripple's XRP avoid the second major support level sitting at 2835. Looking at the MACDs, we've got a bearish crossover there late yesterday and a widening of the bearish histogram this morning, suggestive of a pullback. Looking at the EMAs, we're also seeing the 50 top out against the 100 and the 200, suggestive of a bearish day ahead. So key through the morning will be a move back through the pivot and a return to 0.3 levels to support the upward momentum.